Welcome back to Carnage Corner. Hello, Carnage Cravers. I am Ken Carnage, and we are once again doing our weekly review on WWE programming while we take in NXT. So far, NXT is just getting underway. So I'm going to start off by going over what happened earlier in the week. Start with Raw. Raw opened up with a Roman Reigns promo, which, it's nails on a chalkboard. But a Roman Reigns promo, which then in turn was interrupted by Jason Jordan trying to share in the moment. Jason is trying to... Jason seems like he's trying to insert himself into the Shield. Like, literally, it's like that, it's literally like that kid that wants to hang out with you and your friends, and you're just like, dude, go away. That's legitimately what it's like. Seth comes out, and he tries to explain some of these things to Jason Jordan, but it's pretty pointless. And they get interrupted by the Balor Club, Finn Balor, Gallows, and Anderson. And they took exception to Jason's calling himself, Seth, and Roman the most dominant three-man team in the WWE. So, they're going back and forth a little bit, and Jordan ends up slapping Gallows in the face for calling him a nerd. It doesn't get more schoolyard than that. I mean, seriously. He slaps him in the face. Roman tries to grab Jordan, and Jordan shoves Roman, which is not the way to make friends. So, Kurt Angle comes out, and he makes the main event for Raw. The main event of Raw being Reigns, Rollins, and Jordan versus the Club. They go to break. When we come back, we get Matt Hardy versus Kurt Hawkins, a match which Matt wins. Bray Wyatt then appears in the ring behind Matt, and they have what I can only describe as a laugh-off. Bray with his creepy chuckle and Matt with his annoying cackle. And they just laugh at each other. Does this count as in-ring psychology today? This is bullshit. Absolute and utter bullshit. I have not seen fresher bullshit than this since I was on the farm. And I actually saw actual bullshit. I cannot believe that this gimmick that Matt is doing, this is the gimmick he fought for in court? Like, how much money, tell me something, Matt. How much money did you spend for the right to go, yes?
You did it really well.
How much money did you waste for the right to do that? Seriously. Oh my God. Oh. All right. So we went to break during the laugh-off. We came back and we had Elias in the ring to sing and introduce The Miz. The Miz came out with The Miz Taraj. The Miz returning. He'd been gone for almost 2 months. And, he'd gone and shot a movie. He'd done some stuff. And so, in either case, he's back. And he wasted no time getting on the microphone and... Ow, that looked painful. Oh! Wow. Alright, this Queen of Spades bitch, who I don't know much about, she took some, looked like she took some liberties with this other young lady's arm. That definitely looked like it could have actually caused some damage. Oh, and here comes Ember Moon. This chick looks like the girl version of Baron Corbin. That is one ugly ass woman.
Her?
Yeah, doesn't she look like a girl version of Baron Corbin? She carries herself like a dude either. That's proof right there that you get all the surgeries you want. It doesn't make you a woman.
Shut up.
Alright, we're gonna move on here. Try and get back on Raw. That looked grisly. Anyway, so The Miz has full intent on regaining his Intercontinental Championship. He made that perfectly clear, saying that he allowed Roman to hold it while he was gone, but now he's going to be taking it back. So, but hopefully, I mean, I thought that the Intercontinental Championship was going to end up on Samoa Joe, but if they want to put it back on The Miz, I am fine with that. Miz is a great Intercontinental Champion. So, we then went to the some BS in the locker room with the three members of the club. They're like trying to sell the idea that these guys are all friends and whatnot. Obviously, if you're a fan of wrestling, you know that these guys were a part of a team for a long, long time before coming to the WWE. So, yeah. Then we go into an Enzo Amore promo, which I'm still not entirely convinced that English is actually what Enzo is speaking. Mostly it sounds like gibberish. But the promo superseded the match that came next, which was Enzo versus Cedric for the Cruiserweight Championship. A match that Cedric won by count out. Enzo appeared to have suffered an injury during the match. He got busted open, and then there was a bad landing. Cedric diving over the top rope and landing on Enzo, and Enzo's ankle folding in a strange way. You know, I don't think it's a legitimate injury, but it looked like it could have been. It's hard to tell sometimes. So, but in either case, that's how that match ended. And then, of course, we go to the trainer's room with Enzo, with the doctors checking out Enzo, and Nia comes out. And it looks like William Regal's going to have some words with this and they continue this this ridiculous storyline with Enzo and Nia Jax. First off, okay, you know what? I'm gonna be real honest here for a second. This storyline with Enzo and Nia, it's not doing anybody any favors. It's really not. It's not making Enzo more liked. Okay? And I'm sorry, okay? Like, this idea of showing Nia having a soft spot or whatever you want to call it, a soft spot, a maternal instinct, or whatever they want to use to explain this bizarre relationship she now has with Enzo Amore, it makes her look weaker. She came in as this unstoppable monster, and now this is what they're doing with her. It's not doing her any favors. It's not doing Enzo any favors. It's stupid. You know, like, it's completely and totally unnecessary. You know, it's... anyway. So from there, they go to Asuka in the locker room. Alexa comes in, and speaking of schoolyard bullshit... Alexa tells Asuka, she literally tells Asuka, wait till my best friend Nia hears what you called her, and walks away. And Asuka makes this face like, what? Because she didn't call Nia anything. So, and then, you know, we go into the Brock Lesnar Paul Heyman promo. Which, I mean, I've seen better promos out of Heyman, to be completely honest. But, I mean, Heyman is trying to sell the idea of the triple threat match. And, you know, whenever you see Heyman talking, he's selling something. And, you know, he's the proverbial used car salesman. So, you know, he's trying to move move everything along, so to speak. To make a long story short, Kane attacks Lesnar, and this is up on the entryway going into the backstage area. Kane attacks Lesnar, and then Braun comes out and attacks the both of them. And Braun manhandles Brock, and he manhandles Kane, and then he proceeds to use a grappling hook like a pro, mind you. I really have questions about how a, 6'8", 6'9" man, what is he? Is he 7 foot tall? I'm curious how a man that big, we're talking 6'6" plus, 385 pounds. Where the hell did you learn to use a grappling hook? Cause I mean, he did that shit one shot. he had one take, and that's all it took. And he yanked the entire steel girder there. I forget what the hell the damn thing's called, but it's all the way up. He yanks the damn thing down on top of the two of them. They end up stretchering Brock Lesnar out. Now, if you pay attention, and I hope I'm not going to break any hearts here, but if you pay attention, it is very, very clear that the way it was set up, that steel awning, whatever you want to call it, it did not actually hit Kane or Lesnar. There were things in the way to stop it before it could hit them. It was just done for dramatic effect, and it was, dramatic effect well done. So, they're really trying to build the idea that this triple threat match could be anybody's match, which is nice of them to do. But I mean, let's be honest here. We already know that WrestleMania, they plan on having it be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. So, I don't know. It takes the fact that I already know that that's what they're doing takes away from the magic of the moment, I guess. So, in either case, we then move on to Samoa Joe versus Rhino, a match which, not really a surprise here. Joe won that match. Rhino and Keith Slater still pushing themselves for this idea of toughening Heath up. Another stupid storyline. They then go and have an in-ring interview with Joe, in which Joe Joe says that he does not consider his loss last week to actually be a loss because of what he has taken from Roman Reigns. So, and it's a heel promo that is stretching, but Joe is the type of heel who's not going to admit defeat. He's not going to admit a loss. He's not, but he's also not going to make an excuse. He's going to say that it was all part of the plan. We then go to... Now, this was actually kind of funny because Alexa goes and finds Nia backstage and tells... She whispers in Nia's ear, telling her what Asuka said about her. And this is where I'll give the Nia character a little bit of credit because she looks at Alexa and goes, "Do you speak Japanese?" And Alexa goes, "No, why?" And Nia rolls her eyes at her and goes, "'Cause Asuka doesn't speak English," and walks away. So it made Alexa look really stupid, which is funny because the one thing Alexa does not need to look like is smart. That's not her character. That is, that's not the character she's portraying at this time. So this was done well. Now, but the question is why, if Nia knows Asuka didn't say anything, did she then do what she next did? Well, the reason is because the Women's Royal Rumble is coming up, and they want to play up the idea that the meeting between Asuka and Nia is something to be excited for in the Rumble, and it is something to be excited for. Because between Asuka's striking and Asuka's toughness and Nia's strength and surprising speed, I think they would be a fantastic matchup. But Nia attacked Asuka from behind while Asuka was making her entrance. So, we then went into our main event, which was the Balor Club versus Rollins, Jordan, and Reigns. All right, this was complicated. Short version is the Balor Club won. The reason the Balor Club won is because Jason Jordan is an idiot. Okay, Jason ran into the ring distracting the referee, so the referee didn't see a tag between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Okay. And then he was in the way, and Seth had to push him out of the way, which means Seth didn't have time to move, and Seth got caught. And to make a long story short, they lost because Jordan made not one, but two rookie mistakes. So they're not very happy with him. But to make matters worse, immediately following the match, Miz and the Miztourage attacked. And they made an example of Roman Reigns, not only hitting him with the skull-crushing finale, but also with the signature Shield powerbomb. And that was how we went off the air on Raw. Going into SmackDown, so going into SmackDown opened up with Renee Young bringing out AJ Styles and trying to ask AJ how he feels. She repeatedly asked AJ if she thought that the decision by General Manager Daniel Bryan to make the WWE title match at Royal Rumble a handicap match with him facing Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, was fair. AJ skirted the issue because no good babyface ever wants to complain. But the sad fact of the matter is that no, it's not fair. It's stupid booking. Really stupid booking. That being said, Kevin and Sami came out to interrupt. Maybe I'm a little biased 'cause I don't like Sami Zayn to begin with, but the way he's behaving, like literally, you just want to slap that fucking grin off his face. He's such a smug little... And, it just... So, he's playing that role really, really well. I mean, like I said, I might be biased. I don't like the guy to begin with, but... That's just, Velveteen Dream is giving Johnny Gargano some hell. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a second. What the hell is Velveteen Dream talking about? Johnny Gargano beat Aleister Black. When? I don't remember them even having an NXT show last week. They were just recapping the year. Alright, somewhere, somehow, I missed something. They let this little dweeb end Aleister Black's winning streak. That is ridiculous. Up, and here comes Lars Sullivan. Talk about a fucking mountain. Dear God. Alright, so. Alright, so Shane comes out and, to interrupt Kevin and Sami and decides to make the main event for SmackDown a 3-on-2 handicap match with Kevin and Sami taking on AJ, Randy Orton, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And then we, backstage we see Shane speaking with Daniel. And, Daniel Bryan, I've been saying it since the beginning. I've been saying it, that he's a power-abusing little troll. And, now people are finally catching on to that fact. People are finally now realizing that I'm right. And I've been right all along. Why the hell Shane, in all seriousness, hasn't fired Daniel yet, I couldn't tell you. There's no way Vince would have put up with that shit. There's just no way in hell Vince would have put up with that shit. So, Shane, you're just disappointing me a little bit here, man. You don't let shit like this go on for that long. If they want to have their little resistance, let them have it in the fucking unemployment line. Oh, God. Am I the only one who hates the fucking Street Profits? These guys are garbage. And their gimmicks are it's so stupid. Oh, you think. Alright, let's go back to SmackDown, shall we? So, we then get Becky Lynch versus Ruby Riott, and of course each girl has two girls at ringside. So, but it was actually a decent match. So I like Becky Lynch. Ruby Riott is a good wrestler. I don't particularly care for her character. I happen to think she looks like the illegitimate child of Danny DeVito's Penguin character from Batman Returns. So I'm not her biggest fan, but she and Becky had a really, really good match. A match which Becky won. So, points there. In tag team action, we had the Ascension versus the Bludgeon Brothers. The Bludgeon Brothers are running through everybody, waiting for them to actually get a shot at some sort of tag team title, because they ran right through the Ascension. Of course, the Ascension hasn't exactly been booked the way they were in NXT. They've been relegated to doing comedy with Breezango. So the Bludgeon Brothers win. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with them moving forward. We get Bobby Roode, who comes out to be on commentary for the last first round match in the United States Championship tournament. Zack Ryder versus Mojo Rawley. this is a match you only really care about if you cared about what was going on between Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, which I didn't. I also, I mean, looking at who they have in this damn thing, it's not a big surprise to me how it's going to go. Mojo won, so Mojo will face Bobby Roode probably next week. Bobby Roode will beat Mojo. On the other side of things, Jinder Mahal will beat Xavier Woods. Oh. And here comes the no-sell spot monkey, Lio Rush. The first time I saw this kid, he is super athletic, super impressive. I was impressed. And then I started watching more of his stuff, and I come to realize that he's an egotistical pain in the ass. I mean, this guy, I watched this guy take a power bomb off a ladder through a table. He popped up like it was nothing. Okay? And then he got put into a package pile driver and kicked out at the count of 1. I mean, listen, that whole no-sell thing, that works if you're a monster. That works if you're, The Undertaker. That works if you're Big Show. That works if you're Braun Strowman. Works if you're Kane. That whole no-sell thing, it doesn't work. When you are, that big. Oh, and they got him going against Lars Sullivan. Boy, your ass better sell, otherwise Lars is going to hurt you. I like Lars Sullivan. Lars is awesome. But so yeah, the finals of the United States Championship tournament will be Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal, and I believe Bobby Roode's going to take it. It's the only booking that really makes any sense. So, and I think what's going to happen is Bobby Roode is going to win the United States Championship. Dolph Ziggler is going to come back with a new style belt. Say, hey, wait a second, I'm the champion, okay? And then it's going to be a nice feud between Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. And we're going to get a new style of United States Championship out of it. And Lord knows we need it. Hopefully they don't make it look like the rest of the fucking crappy belts they have that look like children's toys. Drive me insane. Oh, they're doing a Sasquatch shot with Lars Sullivan. All the lights are out and there's just a spotlight behind him. So you just see this hairy silhouette. Alright, so see if I can get a couple more points out before they start this match, which I am interested in watching. And then of course Jinder Mahal, the Bobby and Mojo have themselves a stare down because they're gonna meet next week. Alright, so we got Lio Rush versus Lars Sullivan. Nice roll out of the way by Lio. Lio using his speed to his advantage. But Lars caught him, but Lio slapped him. Bad idea, but Lio is really moving in there. He is outmaneuvering Lars and making Lars very angry. Oh, and Lars caught Lio. Ooh, ow. Yanked him into the ropes. Ring rope across the throat. And Leo's actually selling. I'm impressed. He's actually selling. Oh! I don't think he had any choice but to sell on that one. Lars launched him into the turnbuckle. Oh! Lio able to move out of the way. With a guy like Lio, Lars should not do anything that requires him to build momentum because he cannot stop or change direction as quickly as somebody like Lio Rush can. Yeah, and there he made the same mistake again. Lio dived out of the way and Lars ate the ring post. Oh, Nice clothesline. Turned Leo inside out. Lars is built like a goddamn bear. Oh, he's got him up and down. That's over. 1, 2, 3. Well, maybe there is hope for Leo Rush yet. Because he sold and it looked good. Alright. Alright. So Lars Sullivan wins. Alright, so after the stare down between Bobby Roode and Mojo Rawley, we got a Jinder Mahal promo, a backstage promo type deal. Again, talking about the United States Championship and, how he's going to become the United States Champion and how nobody thought he could be WWE Champion except for him, and then he did it, and, Lars is going to talk. Okay. Lars Sullivan versus Killian Dane. I can get behind that. Hell yeah, I can get behind that. Alright. Uh-oh. Lars is going to hurt Leo more. Uh-oh. Lars is up on the middle turnbuckle. And he just performed his finisher off the middle turnbuckle. Yeah, that looked like it hurt. His finisher is something else. It's like a modified spinebuster power slam type thing. I haven't even heard what the name of it is. It's very simple, but it looks devastating. Him and Killian might break the ring. So, after Jinder's promo, we got Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin who came out to the ring to complain about being robbed the week before. Oh, we're backstage, and the Undisputed Era is attacking Sanity. And they have apparently laid Sanity out. I'm not overly impressed with this Undisputed Era. That may not be a popular opinion, but I mean, I gotta be honest, I'm just not overly impressed. Adam Cole's like a discount Stevie Richards. So, anyway, while they unnecessarily have commercials, I just don't understand that. Anyway, so Gable and Benjamin are upset because the decision got reversed and they're not the tag team champions. Daniel Bryan comes out and abuses his power some more and makes a 2 out of 3 falls match for the tag team titles at the Royal Rumble. Gable and Benjamin versus the Usos. Now, whether or not I think Daniel is abusing his power or not, I will say this much. 2 out of 3 falls with those two teams. that match is going to be gangbusters. That is going to be a fantastic match. Just there's no bones about it. You know, it's definitely going to be a fantastic match. We then get AJ and Randy backstage. You know, they're on the same page tonight, but Randy wants AJ to know that he doesn't care who's got the title when he wins the Royal Rumble. He's coming for him. Oh, dear God. Undisputed Era has come out, and they are wearing the tag team championships, but they're not their tag team championships. The tag team champions are Sanity, but they beat up Sanity, and now they are in possession of their NXT tag team championships. So, despite the fact that they have the belts, they are not the champions. So, and then of course Shinsuke comes in, and Shinsuke says that he plans on winning the Royal Rumble as well. It's normal right before the Royal Rumble stuff, you know. We then get English and Rusev versus Breezango. And surprisingly, Breezango wins that match, you know, with a quick roll-up. Rusev looked like, looked like somebody just shot his puppy. So, you know, these jackwagons are going to talk now. Let's see, we got discount Stevie Richards, Colin Delaney all grown up, and non-vegan Austin Aries. Are they actually the tag team champions? How much did I miss? Oh, and here comes Nikki Cross being held back by two referees. I want to laugh at him, Cole. That's one crazy bitch. Okay, Morrow just confirmed it. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly are indeed the tag team champions. When the fuck did that happen? Uh-oh. Here comes William Regal. What the hell is Roddy Strong doing? What? They're gonna team Aleister Black with Roderick Strong? I wanted to see Aleister Black go for the NXT Championship, but apparently they're not doing that yet. Alright, Aleister Black and Roderick Strong going after Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. The question is this a championship match? I mean, William Regal did say that they will defend their NXT Tag Team Championships tonight. Alright, so Morrow confirmed it will be for the tag team titles. Curious to see what happens with that. Going back to SmackDown, Breezango won the match in what could only be described as an upset victory. And then of course we go back to Daniel and Shane backstage again, and Shane is concerned with Daniel's mental state because of the decisions he's been making, and Daniel just very insulting. Not just to Shane, but to the entire McMahon family. And it's. I think this is still. I honestly think there's some bitterness still on the part of the Daniel Bryan character over, the Authority making his life so difficult. But the thing they just don't understand is, I don't blame the Authority for not wanting the WWE champion to look like he should be serving lattes while refusing to bathe. I don't think the general manager should be somebody who looks like they should be serving lattes while refusing to bathe. So now we're getting into this match. Starting things off, we got Aleister Black starting things off with Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish just grabbed Aleister Black's ass to distract him. Bobby Fish is in the ring when he shouldn't be, and he caught an elbow for his troubles. Oof! I love watching Aleister Black work. Oh, Kyle O'Reilly taking a powder there. Woo! Roddy Strong diving through the ropes, feet first. Takes out Bobby Fish and gives Kyle O'Reilly back to Aleister Black. Aleister with the pin, 1, 2, and Kyle kicked out. Nice arm drag takedown. Oh, right into an armbar. That's one thing I will say for NXT. If you want to actually see good technical wrestling and in-ring psychology, NXT, it's still the place to go. Something gets lost in the transition up to the glitz and the glamour and the big lights. It's weird, because some of the guys up there on the main roster, they're fantastic. They're good at what they do, but they don't get to show it. Too wrapped up in the TV aspect of it is the people in charge up there. Nice backbreaker from Roddy Strong, and Roddy is now got a. That's a modified camel clutch on Kyle O'Reilly there. O'Reilly fighting to his feet. Nice knee to the midsection by Roddy Strong. And there's a tag. Aleister Black, the legal man. Bobby Fish finally pulling himself back up onto the ring apron. And Black shoots him off. Oh! O'Reilly pulling the ring rope down. Aleister almost tumbled to the floor but didn't. And oh! What the hell? Okay, that's a screw up. See, Bobby Fish kicked Aleister in the back of the legs, and Aleister fell forward. Aleister should have fell backwards, but whatever. Alright, so then we went into the main event, which was AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Kevin and Sami, they end up taking a powder and they get themselves counted out. And Shane comes out and he restarts the match and makes it no count out. Cool. And then Kevin attacks with a chair and gets them disqualified. And so Shane comes out and makes it no disqualification. And now we're back to this tag team match. Kyle O'Reilly working over Aleister Black in the corner. Alright, Bobby Fish is now legal. Oh, and then Kyle O'Reilly tagged in again. Frequent tags from the Undisputed Era. Nice knee bar now. Kyle O'Reilly has a knee bar on Aleister Black and tags him in. Fish again, who did a slingshot senton. And Aleister still kicks out. Bobby Fish is an accurate depiction of what Austin Aries would look like if he wasn't a damn vegan. Kyle O'Reilly with the spear and the beatdown on Aleister Black. Alright, sending Aleister Black back into his corner and tagging Bobby Fish. Very good tag team wrestling going on right now from the Undisputed Era. They are taking turns sandwiching Black in the corner, and now nice exploder suplex from Bobby Fish. 2, and Roddy Strong breaks it up. Bobby Fish with the headlock. Making Aleister Black carry his weight as well as his own. Very good rear chin lock. Aleister Black's beard helps with that because it hides any gap there may be between the neck and the arm. But that looked pretty snug anyways. So, ooh, nice sunset flip into a pin, but Bobby Fish kicked out. And a nice knee, and Bobby falls like a sack of potatoes. Aleister trying to reach Roderick Strong. Looks like we're going to have a hot tag situation here. And Bobby gets the tag, and so does Aleister. And now it's Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, and Roddy Strong is rolling. Nice drop kick from Roderick Strong. Oh, and a nice backbreaker. And there's a belly-to-belly suplex sending Bobby Fish onto Kyle O'Reilly. And oh, Bobby Fish breaking it up. Kyle O'Reilly with a nice knee there. Oh, speaking of knees, that leaping knee from Roderick Strong. Gonna have Kyle O'Reilly looking like Cesaro. Oh, shit. Alistair just booted Bobby Fish right into the ring steps. Are we going to have new NXT Tag Team Champions tonight? Oh, Adam Cole. Discount Stevie Richards getting involved. Alistair's having none of that. Yeah, run away, run away, run away. No, Alistair, don't chase after him and leave your partner behind. Oh, boy. Oh, yep. Cost and Roddy the match. And the Undisputed Era retains. Yeah, don't look surprised, dummy. You walked away from the ring. Well, you might as well get him now. Y'all already lost the match. Go get him. What are you doing? Alright, well, he's going after Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. Kick, kick, kick. And Adam Cole now sends him into the ring post. Oy vey. And now all three of them are ganging up on Aleister Black. Oh, now Adam Cole is just mocking Aleister. Adam Cole directing traffic now. I don't know what he's telling Kyle O'Reilly. Uh-oh, Kyle O'Reilly's getting a chair. Alright, who's going to come out for the save? Is what I'm wondering at this point. Uh-oh. Oh! And Adam Cole with an attitude adjustment onto the steel chair. Congratulations, Adam Cole. You now owe John Cena $1,000 for using the attitude adjustment. Alright, well, let's finish up with SmackDown, shall we? Shane restarts the match again, this time making it no disqualification. AJ attacks Kevin with the chair, and Kevin runs backstage, and AJ chases him, while Shinsuke and Sammy corner Sami Zayn and lay him out and get the victory. And then, of course, I did get to see midgets on trampolines, so we can talk about midgets on trampolines. So, TJP had a match with Grand Metalik. I mean, it was a good match if you're into spot monkeys. You know, I'm not overly impressed with the ring psychology of guys like TJP or Grand Metalik. They're very athletic. They're very entertaining, sure, but they don't put on a What are you doing, Will? Oh, William Regal made Adam Cole versus Aleister Black at TakeOver Philadelphia an Extreme Rules match. Adam Cole's getting in William Regal's face. You don't scare him, son. He was beating up grown men at the age of 15 in a bare-knuckle boxing ring in freaking bumfuck England. I promise you, you don't scare him. Alright, so Grand Metalik won the match with TJP, and TJP threw a fit like a child, which kind of makes sense. I mean, he looks like a child. Why wouldn't he act like a child? We got an update on Enzo. Enzo ended up with 6 stitches for the busted eye. And Enzo gives an interview where he says that he's not cleared to compete, which then led to Tony Nese begging to get back in Enzo's good graces, which Enzo said he'd think about it, basically. Jack Gallagher goes out to the ring, cut a promo, talking about how Hideo Itami's all beat up and won't be there, and naturally, Hideo Itami's music hits, and Hideo comes out, and he attacks Gallagher and beats him up, and Gallagher has to take a powder to get away. So, at some point, we're definitely going to see Jack Gallagher versus Hideo Itami. Hideo Itami's another one who's really fun to watch. He's got great kicks, and when you think about the fact that you want to make it look like you're kicking somebody's damn head off, but you're not actually wanting to make contact with them and hurt them, it makes what he does all that much more impressive. So, we then get a Cedric Alexander interview, and Cedric talks about how he looks for, he's not upset. He knows he's going to get his cruiserweight match. He's just enjoying the victories, kind of thing. And then after the interview, Goldust comes in, and again, there's something weird going on here with Cedric Alexander and Goldust. It's just like I get weird vibes off this whole thing, so I'm not digging it. Enzo comes out and he introduces Tony Nese as Tony Abs. Nobody ever accused Enzo of being literate. Then we get Tony Nese versus Cedric Alexander with Enzo at ringside. And Cedric wins after feigning an injury and lulling Nese into a false sense of security. Enzo gets in the ring and yells at Cedric, and Cedric proceeds to kick Enzo's legs out from underneath him and hit him with a lumbar check. And that's how Midgets on Trampolines went off the air. So, NXT is now over as well. We have NXT Philadelphia coming up, as well as the Royal Rumble. As always, I will be doing my very best to go live during those events. I don't know what my schedule will hold. I might be breaking rocks at the time, and I might have to do a review afterwards. But rest assured, I will be coming back at you next week to once again go over everything that happens in the crazy world of professional wrestling, and if I can go live, I will go live. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am Ken Carnage, and Carnage is right around the corner.